Hey guys, welcome back to Rip City Rundown, and today we will be looking at two players who have been unbelievable for their teams in the playoffs so far, and those two players are Jimmy Butler and Jayson Tatum. Both of these players have elevated their games this postseason and have their teams on the precipice of the NBA Finals. Both players are in the running for the Larry Bird Trophy, which rewards the player who was the best in the conference finals. It will most likely be Tatum or Butler who win this award, and it will come down to a decisive Game 7 in Miami. Because both players have been so good this postseason, it begs the question, who is the better player? From accolades to stats to team success, we will be diving in and answering the question of who is better. First off, let's look at some basic numbers. Butler has played about twice as long in the NBA as Tatum. However, if you look at playoff appearances relative to the number of seasons they have played, both players have been extremely good at getting their teams into the postseason. Butler has made the playoffs in 91% of his seasons, otherwise 10 out of 11, and Tatum has made the playoffs every single year. Tatum has been to 3 conference finals, and Butler has been to 2. It is so close to call here because while Tatum has been doubled up by Butler in most categories, Butler having 6 All-Stars to Tatum's 3, Butler having 4 All-NBA selections to Tatum's 2, it's tough because Butler's played twice as long as Tatum, so Tatum is on pace to match Butler here when Tatum gets up to the number of seasons that Butler's played. It's pretty even here and too hard to tell in my opinion. Next up are individual numbers. As you can tell, Tatum scores the ball more, but Butler gets his teammates involved more. Jayson Tatum's career point per game average is 20.9 points while Butler is 17.7. However, Butler has averaged a full assist higher than Tatum over his career. Tatum has been better on the boards, but it has been Butler who's been more efficient. So while Tatum has scored more, Butler has been more efficient when shooting the ball. And of course, as the NBA revolutionized the three-point line since Steph Curry in 2011, it's only gotten better and better in terms of how many threes are being taken per game, and Tatum came into the league a while later than Butler and most likely has a better three-point percentage, and he does at 38.3% to Jimmy Butler's 32.1%. In terms of career numbers, it's tough to tell. This is more offensive production, so I'm going to give the edge to Tatum. He's got a little more offensive versatility, and he can shoot the 3 better than Butler, and he averages more than Butler, and their efficiency is too close for me to call to really give Butler a significant edge there. Next up is this year's playoffs. As good as these players have been in the past, they still have to perform year in and year out. Looking at you, Westbrook. So let's look at their playoff stats this year. Tatum is averaging 27.1 points per game, while Butler is averaging 26.9. Both players have put their teams on their backs. Tatum has upped his assist numbers to 5.9, while Butler's has dropped to 4.8. In terms of rebounding, Butler has pounded the glass, while Tatum has done the same, but Butler gets the edge here. This is where the difference is in my opinion. Butler's efficiency has been way much better than Jayson Tatum's in the playoffs. Butler's making literally half of his field goal attempts, while Tatum sits at around 45%. Tatum still exceeds Butler in the three-point percentage category, as he has 36.6% from behind the arc in Jimmy Butler. While he has upped it from his career, it is still only 34.4. The one stat that surprises me here is Jimmy Butler's assists. Tatum has a huge edge over him, as he's averaging almost 1 more assists than Butler in the playoffs. In my opinion, this is because Butler has been the one and only option for the Heat, and Heat role players have really struggled when they have shot the ball. So when Butler kicks it out to, say, Max Strus, Kyle Lowry, they have not been able to knock down shots consistently, and Tyler Hero's been out, which has been a huge source of offense for the Heat. Again, this is more offensive numbers, and I'm giving the edge to Jayson Tatum, although Jimmy Butler is right there because his efficiency is so darn good. In closing, it is very difficult to tell. I would give Tatum the edge on the offensive end, but I would give Butler a very solid edge on the defensive end, as he was the steals champ not too long ago. In my opinion, Jimmy Butler's defensive edge over Tatum outweighs Tatum's offensive edge over Butler. This is why I think Jimmy Butler is the slightly better player than Jayson Tatum right now. Jimmy Butler means more to the Heat than Tatum means to the Celtics. You might think that is a hot take, but the numbers speak for themselves in my opinion. This is also because Butler dropped 47 last night, and there might be some recency bias in here, but I still think Butler's more valuable and thus a better player. I do think Tatum will eventually surpass Butler's legacy when you look at their career in 20 years. However, if Butler can win a title this year, that would be an immense accomplishment. Personally, I would say Butler's better right now, but Tatum has every opportunity to surpass him in the coming years. That'll do it for the video, guys. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please put in the comments whether you think Jimmy Butler or Jayson Tatum is the better player. I know it's tough to tell because there haven't been exactly an even amount of seasons being played here, as Butler has doubled Tatum in seasons, but Tatum's legacy is arguably just as good as Butler's right now. Who would you have as the better player, and let me know in the comments why. We'll see you later.